Three down bros here, Roland, Arthur, and Greg at the empty Apple Bowl, and that is how the Lions left this bro feeling empty. Another bad performance. Lions fall 41-33 and are officially 0-3. My high-level thoughts of this game: special teams, not so special. Roland?
Yeah, well, welcome guys for joining. Thank you for joining us for this post-game live reaction live stream. If you have any thoughts or comments, please let us know, and put it in the comments, and we'll respond to you. But yeah, what a bad loss. Defense just didn't step up.
Yeah, I think the Calgary D-line started to take over the game, in the second half, and gave Nathan all sorts of problems and pressure. So hats off to the Stampeders. Lions kind of got the lead in the second quarter, and they just took the game away from us, and we didn't have answers.
Yeah. So, I mean, some positive things. Nathan Rourke did throw for a lot, over 300 yards, maybe even 400, I think. 400 over yards. Hatcher had like 165 yards or something like that. Jackson, I think, had 145 yards. Hatcher threw his first pass, and Rourke got his first reception.
I held my breath.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are some positives. Mayala caught some catches. Senecal caught some catches too. So some little bit of good stuff. But hey.
Another positive was our D-line got some sacks tonight. Not only pressures, we got some sacks. More than one. I think we got 3 tonight, or 4.
I think both quarterbacks were a little guilty of maybe hanging onto the ball a little too long and maybe going for the deep ball. But hats off to VA. I thought he made none his best game, didn't make any mistakes, and got a lot of touchdowns. So
yeah, VA played well enough to win. That's for sure.
Oh,
that's
definitely.
For sure.
He didn't throw it and didn't throw the game away.
Yeah. There's
I think
a comment here from Shibi on TikTok. Silas Bolden doesn't fumble that Lions win. All my thoughts in a nutshell. Yeah, that fumble was really bad. Ball protection was just non-existent.
Well, like I said at the top of the stream, special teams not so special. I think it was 2. We had the Stamps off the field in a punting situation 2 times. We jump offside, they keep the ball, they get majors out of it. And like Arthur said, you can't keep gifting a good team points when they, as you say, good teams find ways to win, and that's not us right now.
Yeah, and then, like, losing teams find different ways to lose, and that's what's happening. Special teams, I'm looking at 17 direct points to the Stampeders. Yeah. They're very lucky in that initial kickoff. Oh. It was ruled last touch by Calgary. Upon review, last touch by BC.
Yeah. But again, that's ball protection, right? The ball's coming. You gotta catch the ball.
Attack it. Attack the ball before something happens. And I don't know. Just the decision. The Lions didn't look as crisp to start the game as the Stamps did. The Stamps looked ready. We not quite.
Yeah. Tyler Smith says from TikTok, how was Kelowna? Kelowna was nice. We had a fairly nice day. It rained a little bit in the third quarter, but just very lightly.
Yeah.
So, but overall nice. The sun came out a little bit, and then it was behind the clouds, so it wasn't too hot. So, yeah, Kelowna was nice. We're planning to be here again next Saturday. It's going to be a tough opponent against Edmonton.
Yeah, Kelowna, the Volunteers did a great job. The spirit was here. The vibe was here. There's an electricity going to the stadium. I was kind of optimistic until, well...
the local community stepped up and did a wonderful job. So we're looking forward to another great host in Kelowna next week. So hopefully the Lions can clean up some errors and play a bit better.
Yeah. So yeah, a tough loss. Now we're 0-3, and next week is going to be a tough opponent against Edmonton. So yeah, my initial thoughts: the Lions really need to click at the beginning of the game. Our O-line needs to really be solid. Our defense, come on. I mean, we stopped the run, so I think the run we were okay, but still, and then our special teams really let us down today. So from a shank punt to returns that were not fielded well, losing the ball and giving Calgary.
A punt return touchdown.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was the
punt
final
return
nail in the
touchdown,
coffin. That
so-
punt, because we were close up until that point,
Well, we did lose by 8
Yeah.
with some gifted points.
Yeah.
and he
but,
gutted it right down the middle,
yeah.
right
Yeah.
down the middle. Oh,
So
Yeah.
it was not complimentary football today by any means. Defense did play a little bit better
Yes.
than the past, but special teams slipped. Offense could have been better.
it was not good. And in the third quarter, or you needed to seize the game back, and they got 16 points at the end of the last parts of the fourth quarter when Calgary was totally playing prevent. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we were down by 3 touchdowns at that
Yeah.
point. It's tough. But again, some positives. Senecal made a couple catches towards the end. Mayala had catches. Jackson did well.
A lot better than the past games, yes.
And Horvath, a couple bad runs, but then a couple of good ones as well. He got the touchdown and the 2-point conversion at the end, so those were good. But again, the biggest positive for me was Rourke, over 400 yards, Hatcher 165 yards, Jackson 145 yards. So those are positives. McInnes caught a couple catches. I'm not sure if he's 100%. He wasn't targeted that much.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed because we had such great seats at the Apple Bowl, I said to Arthur, he wasn't taped up. His ankles look okay. I mean, but again, maybe the coverage was there, and Nathan, just like Arthur said, Hatch was cooking. So
Hatch was cooking.
go to
yeah.
where the hot receiver is.
Yeah.
And I want to just put a shout out to Hergy Mayala. What do you got to do to get some respect here, Hergy? They got your number right, but your name wrong. They got your number wrong, but the name right. We know who you are, Hergy. Great job today, man.
Yes.
Shout out to you.
So my positive would be the Lions didn't give up. They could have easily given up.
Yeah.
So Nate was making sure, pushing the ball downfield. Again, got 16, yes, you could say garbage time points, but they didn't give up. So that is what you want with your leaders, is to not give up and to just keep fighting. 2 unsuccessful onside kicks. Too bad we couldn't get one of them and then make this game a little bit more interesting. It would have been great drama, but still, the Lions don't go down without a fight, and that's what you want for your team.
Yeah.
Little nerve-wracking leaving Nate in because we did have a chance, but they were coming after him right to the final whistle. So
Yeah.
I was a little nervous. nervous.
Yeah, definitely. You have and good on Calgary to do that, right?
Yep.
You have to, right? If you leave your starter in, and you're going deep, you're gonna have to pay the price. So the Lions, they had to go for it.
Yeah. So from TikTok, Rydog says Lions need changes. From Instagram, Booth says O-line is no better than last year with 4 Americans. Corey McDermott should be fired. Critical mistakes on specials in every game. Yeah, O-line was Nate was not comfortable at all.
In the beginning of the game, they were okay, but like Arthur said, the D-line at Calgary started to assert themselves, and that pocket started collapsing quick.
And this is Flo's first game, Omar Nadi, and he started to really impress Hicks, Hutchings. They started to really dominate, and Nate was tagged a bit and forced some throws. But yeah, and I thought VA had a decent game. A lot of touchdowns, no interceptions. He missed some throws, a couple of throws, but he made a lot of good ones. And maybe the secondary of the Lions didn't have close coverage on some of them, so but he made some good throws. So I think kudos to him.
Yeah, we got a little bit of pressure on him, so maybe that helped. And Nate's INT, that hurt because we were right there knocking on the door.
Yeah.
What could have been?
Talking about pressure on Adams, we did sack him. How many times he got sacked?
I think 3 or was it 4?
Yeah, 3 or 4. Yeah.
I was excited because we got quarterback pressure and quarterback sack. So.
Yeah, Rydog asks from TikTok, would you start the backup QB next game? No, I wouldn't.
No.
I mean, Bryce has improved a lot, but I think Nathan is still our ticket.
You need the leader to right the ship.
Yeah, that's right. And losing the game was not on him today. The loss was not on him. 450 yards passing, 21 yards receiving. And how many yards rushing? I think
he had like
10,
2
15,
rushes
yeah.
for Yeah, one was for 12 and one was for something.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that.
Nathan worked 462 yards passing.
Yeah.
One rush for 6 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't. The blame's not on Rourke. I think we lost the game on special teams, the defensive backfield, and also the offensive line.
Vernon Adams had 229 yards rushing, passing. A lot of short fields because of the special teams. And then turnovers.
Yeah.
Gave VA short fields, and he capitalized with 3 touchdowns. No
Yeah.
interceptions.
Yeah. Good
Well, we
stuff.
talked about it on the way up here. VA looking at what Hamilton to our secondary. VA was probably licking his chops the whole pregame, and he did what he had to do to win. And hats off to VA. We still love him in Vancouver. He's a good guy, and he had that team rallied around him because we were sitting right behind the Calgary sideline. They rally around VA, and they came to play for VA and each other. You could feel it. You could hear it. I'm sure it was like that on the other side too, but I can only speak for what I heard, what I saw. So.
Yeah. So Booth from Instagram says Jackson might be an upgrade on Berryhill. I think so. He missed that first deep pass on the first drive, but it was a little bit overthrown. So
Jackson 6 for 7, 149 yards, receiving 1 touchdown.
Yeah, just that first one that was just out of his reach. I mean, if he was 6'2", he catches that, but he's a smaller receiver. But he goes over the middle fearlessly, and Rourke found him.
yeah. Rye Dog says today just proved we need at least one game each season in Kelowna. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be nice. Costs a lot of money though. Costs a lot of money for the Lions Club to set up all these bleachers. So, but yeah, it'd be fun. So, anyway, I just got a notification that my phone is about to run out of batteries. So I think we're gonna end it here before we're forced to cut it off. But it's a bitter taste in my mouth. Losing a third game now, we're 0-3 next week against Edmonton, who is hot with Fajardo. So it's gonna be a tough uphill climb.
They're playing with confidence.
This World Cup thing is just really killing us. So anyway, just some initial thoughts. Catch us on Monday, 8 p.m. when we'll talk more after we've kind of digested it, and you guys have digested it as well. All right. Any final words?
I'm clinging to the hope the year that we were remodeling BC Place. You remember that?
Yes.
We didn't do well at Empire Fields.
That's right.
So maybe when we come back home on July 25th or whatever it is, the Lions catch fire.
That was the Grey Cup year.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I'm clinging to.
1-6 and then winning every single game.
I got that last blade of grass hanging over the cliff. I'm hanging on.
All right. Take care, everyone. Have a good evening, good weekend, and we'll catch you on Monday. Okay. Take
Go
care.
Lions.
All right, go Lions.
Go Lions.